You're sitting around asking yourself what exactly it is that you want to do with yourself and what exactly makes you so special and so unique. You're probably sitting around wondering how you could be like somebody else or look like somebody else, or maybe even follow the same path that other people follow. Let me let you in on a little secret. Nobody gonna do you better than you. You have to realize that what makes you unique is when you start to realize that you are a unique individual. They always go around saying that imitation is the best compliment. There's no reason for you to imitate anyone. Now maybe you can find yourself in a position where you can be inspired by others. But at the end of the day, you have to figure out what makes you tick, what makes you unique, what makes you special. You can't put yourself in a position focusing on what other people are doing, and if you feel that that's the direction you need to go. And maybe your uniqueness may not satisfy other people. The fact of the matter is you got to be unique within yourself, and you got to believe in yourself. Just think about it. Take a moment and think about it. There are a lot of things that you see on television, YouTube, you name it. And you ask yourself, how did this person get to that level? What is it that they got that I don't got? Or maybe they don't have what you have, and maybe you don't have what they have. But long as you have the right attitude and the right mind frame to understand that maybe it's just not your time yet. But you got to keep working on your craft. You got to keep digging in a little bit more and find your own uniqueness. Make sure you stand out. Don't be like everybody else. Just because somebody jumping in the ocean don't mean you got to jump in the ocean with them. Sometimes you just got to be able to take your own path and your own walk in life until you figure out exactly what it is that's going to make you better and what's going to make you stand out. And once you find that true belief within yourself, make it grow, make it unique even more. And don't be feeling sorry for yourself because it didn't work out the first time or the second time or even the third time. Doesn't matter how many times you go after it, as long as you're going after it. Everybody wants to be unique, or everybody wants to be special. But sometimes when people find themselves being lazy, they tend to follow somebody else's path. They figure, hey, if he can do it, or if she can do it, I can do what they doing. Don't do what they doing. Do what you got to do to make yourself stand out. Everybody wants to be like everybody else. You don't need to be like everybody else, because if it was meant for you to be like somebody else, you would be exactly where they are right now. Sometimes you just got to crawl, as they say, before you walk. And if crawling don't work, if walking don't work, and even if running don't work, you wallow on the ground, the dirt or mud, whatever it is, until you find your way in the place you need to be. You can't rush it, but you can trust it. You can believe in it, and you can understand it. But if you're not understanding the possibilities of what it means to be unique, then you're going to find yourself being like everybody else. Don't be a rerun. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Don't be complacent with yourself. Realize that as long as you got things going on in your life, there are things that you can do to change it. Manifest and claim what's yours. Don't worry about what other people are thinking about or what they're feeling about, or if they're telling you your uniqueness just doesn't work. Well, that's their problem. What are you going to do? Because I promise you, if you quit because someone else is telling you that your stuff doesn't work, then shame on you. Shame on you for giving up on you. Shame on you for giving up on letting other people dictate your life and tell you what they think you ought to be doing when you should be figuring out what to do for your own life. Now, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but I'm here to tell you to be unique. Be unique because you are a unique individual. I'm here to tell you that right now that you can be more than what you think you are as long as you believe in it. Belief is strong. Faith is even stronger. If you don't have these qualities, if you don't have these abilities, then your uniqueness will fall to the wayside. And then you're right back where you start. Don't be a carbon copy of someone else. Be the best makeup of yourself. Be unique. Be strong. Be powerful. And from the bottom of my heart, you continue to conduct your business. Are you tired? Are you finished? Are you done? These are some of the things that I used to say to myself often. There were times when I just felt that I could not go on. I felt that there was nothing else left for me to give or do. I'd given up on myself. I'd given up on me. I was at the lowest of the lowest. And I felt that I could not go on. I felt that there was nothing left for me to give of who I really was. Because when I got to a point when I felt so weak, I felt there was nothing else left for me to give. But then something happened. Something woke me up. Something made me realize that I had work to do. 9 years ago, to this day, I buried my mother. This amazing, incredible woman told me a long time ago, son, no matter what you do, make a difference in the world. Don't try to change it, but make a difference. And even during the course of making a difference, even up to the age that I am today, I find myself being drained, being tired. I find myself trying to be a good man, a good husband, a good father. And sometimes I'm tired. I don't feel I have the strength. I don't feel that I'm good enough. But I realize that that doesn't mean just because you don't think you're good enough, doesn't mean you can't be good. Doesn't mean you can't be great. Doesn't mean you can't carry on. Every battle that you fight in your life doesn't mean you're going to always win that battle. Because there are going to be many battles that you're going to have to fight. And every battle is not meant for you to win. Sometimes these battles are meant for you to learn. They're meant for you to grow. They're meant for you to understand that you can still keep moving as long as you believe. So yes, I get tired. You will get tired. Yes, you will question your abilities. Yes, you will start thinking to yourself that, hey, I'm not ready for this. The fact of the matter is, when you were born and you were ready. If you made it this far, you were ready for something even greater. But when that weakness starts to show up, when your mind starts to play tricks on you and starts to lie to you and say you're not worthy, you have to understand that you got to take control of your thoughts and your mind and your process and your abilities. Because every test is either meant to be passed or meant to be failed. And you can't be in the business of failing every time you get put in a position where you're being challenged. Can you go on? Absolutely. Can you believe in yourself? You have no choice. But you got to make it happen. You got to believe in it. You got to understand that there's a process to everything, and you got to trust it. And you got to stand on it. You may look at everybody else in the world and look at their success stories, but do you have any idea how they got there? Sometimes people get an opportunity and they go a little bit faster than you hope to go. But because they're moving a little bit faster and you may be moving a little bit slower, even if you're moving slow, just keep moving. What's meant for you is for you, and no one can take that away from you. Somebody hears your cry. Somebody hears your voice. Somebody is listening to you. You are not alone. You have something. We all have some abilities. You got to go in the direction you want to go. But yes, it's going to challenge you. Yes, you're going to get tired. Yes, you're going to feel, can I do this? Do I have the strength to carry on? You have no choice but to carry on. Don't quit on your life. Don't quit on you. Push your mind and push your body. Find it. Search for it. Go after it. It ain't going to come after you. Find that reason. Find that purpose. One thing about purpose, it's beautiful. And it moves in so many different directions. And why is it existing? Why does it matter at this point? Because it matters to you. So if you're tired, find a way to get up. Find a way to find strength. There comes a point in your life that yes, you are going to get tired. You are going to get weak. And sometimes strength is not going to be right there for you. Then you got to go after that strength. You got to go after everything that it is that you are seeking in your life, my beautiful people. Understand it. Believe in it. Let no man or no woman put you down or put you under. Stand on what you believe in and move forward with a purpose, my beautiful people. Make it happen. If you're weak, find a way to be strong. Keep it moving and conduct your business.
When you are doing everything in your power to be the best makeup of yourself, it's always going to be an adversary that's going to try to take that away from you. Now, the best way you can overcome this is having the faith. Now, it doesn't matter what you believe in as long as it's something that's positive that's going to get you through it. A lot of people don't have that ability to be strong. And I'm not talking about the physical aspect of strength. I'm literally talking about the mental and, of course, spiritual aspect of strength.
Don't let pride confuse your tears. You got to let that out sometimes. You got to let it go. When I lost my mom years ago, that was the hardest thing that I had to deal with. And to this day, I still think about that woman that gave me life. And I have my moments when I'm happy about the good times, but I also have my moments when she left this world. But that's just one thing. That's just one circumstance. There are many circumstances I could talk about. But I continue to move on.
Everybody gets knocked down. No matter how tough you think you are, you're going to fall. And when you fall, sometimes you fall real hard. But that ground is a hard surface. And I'm going to tell you something. It ain't going to move because you're laying on it. So you need to rise up and you need to rise above it and you need to start moving.
When you get knocked down, how long are you going to stay down? When you lose your job, when you lose that loved one, regardless if it's your husband, your wife, your child, whatever it is, do you have the ability to go through the hurt and the pain of that loss? Regardless of what you're going through, the best time you know that you are strong is when you're at the weakest point of your life. When you are so far down that hole, you looking up and you don't see no light, but yet you know there's an end to this darkness. That's when you'll find out just how strong you really are. This is a process, and you have to hurt just a little bit so you can understand what it means to be strong. So don't give up on your hopes. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on yourself. Just keep moving forward. If you think that you're going through something so bad right now, wait until tomorrow if tomorrow comes for you. Look at the person next to you. Look at people all over the world if you ever come in contact with certain individuals. And ask yourself, They're going through a lot more than what I'm going through, because honestly, there are always going to be people that are going through a lot more than you're going through right now.
When you're down, find a way to get up. I've been there. I go through it like anybody else. But I have a job to do in this world, and so do you.
The greatest. Do you believe that? Do you really believe in you? Some people may not have that opportunity to believe in themselves because all their lives, many things has kept them down. The greatest.
I am the greatest.
The greatest of who you really are. Do you really know who you are? Can you identify yourself? Do you see yourself less, or do you see yourself more? Do you ultimately believe in you, or do you let others control what you are and what they think of you? This is not the time to look down on yourself. This is the time for you to look up, to see the greatest, to see the greatness within you. Your creation has meaning. Something great brought you here. There was a purpose, and there's a purpose now. And that purpose is great because you exist in it. Greatness is within you. Greatness is a part of you. But to be great, you got to believe in it. Since the day you were born, greatness was already there. When you had those hard times, greatness was already there. When nobody thought that you had what it took, greatness existed. Hold on to that greatness. Believe in that greatness and give it everything you have within yourself. All you had to do is to continue to believe in it. Now, being great doesn't necessarily mean that there won't be anything that's going to push you and challenge you. Because to be great at something, you got to understand that there's something that has to be attached to it. Yes, there's going to be struggles. Yes, there's going to be misunderstandings. Yes, there's going to be bad times. But do you have the greatness within you to go through it? Do you have the fire to go further? Greatness. Do you believe in it? Do you understand what it really means for you? Sure, everybody wants to be great, but they don't want to work. Everybody wants to be great, they don't want to sacrifice. Everybody wants to be great, but they won't want to push. How much greatness do you have within you? How much greatness do you understand that is attached to you? Don't waste your time doubting yourself. Don't waste your time having less faith in yourself. Believe in something. Don't believe in nothing. Greatness is good for you. Greatness means something. Greatness has understanding. So what will you do? What will you do with your greatness? Do you feel that it's being arrogant? Do you feel that it's being overconfident? You have to have confidence to have greatness. You have to believe in it to have greatness. You have to know that no one is like you. Your greatness means something. Why can't you believe that? Why can't you understand that? Why can't you hold on to that? Instead of holding on to negativity and doubt and fear. Why can't you understand that your greatness is beautiful? Why can't you believe it? You let everyone else tell you that you're not good and you believe it. Instead of just realizing that my greatness means something. If you're a father, Are you the greatest? If you're a mother, are you the greatest? If you work for an organization, are you the greatest? Do you honestly believe that you are great? Now that doesn't mean that you're better than someone. It means that you're greater within you. You have the right to hold on to your greatness. You have the right to believe in your greatness. Why can't you just understand that you have to be the one to take the steps that are necessary to be great? So if you're not willing to put yourself in that position, if you're not willing to put yourself in a position of being great, if you don't understand what greatness is, then greatness won't be waiting for you. And one thing you got to understand about greatness, just like success, it continues to grow. It continues to move. So if you're sitting around being miserable because you don't believe in yourself, then that's your situation that you got to dig yourself out of. Greatness is within you. And understand that it's yours. It doesn't belong to anyone else. Your greatness is yours. Just believe in it and go after it and hold on to it. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business. Lights, camera, action. How much action do you have flowing through your veins right now? How far are you willing to push yourself? Or are you the type of person that likes to sell wolf tickets, like to fake the funk, pretending you're doing something when you're really not? How much effort are you honestly putting into your craft, into your ideas, into your work, whatever it is that you got going on in your life? What are you prepared to do? Action. Think about that for a minute. How long have you been stuck in a rut, constantly making the same mistakes over and over again? But there's nothing wrong with mistakes. But why do you keep making them? The same mistakes. Keep making yourself, putting yourself in a position where you can't go beyond those mistakes. Constantly making excuses. All you're doing is preaching. All you're doing is putting out words. But there's no action. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to put the action in. You got to be about your business. That's what life is. It's always going to be about business. Business is not a game. Business is business. And that's what your life is about. You hear people say all the time, nothing personal, it's just business. That's true. You got to bury your emotions and you got to be about your business. You got to be about the action. And if you put the action out there, then you will get a reaction. Let's just make sure that the reaction is productive and it's getting you in the position that you need to be. Action is important. Words are words. Action gets things done. Are you prepared to do that? Are you prepared to take it to the level and beyond? Or are you gonna sit around and wait for someone to push you? Or are you gonna push yourself? Or are you gonna have the right attitude to drive yourself to that level and go beyond it? Or are you gonna just make excuses? That's all you hear about, is I am not gonna do or I cannot do. That's all you hear most of the times. People are too busy putting themselves in a position where they don't want to go to the next level because it's too hard. I don't think I got it. I don't think I can do it. I'm not strong enough. Better you than me. You and me are two different people. You're not like everyone else. You're special, I'm special, we're all special, we're all unique. But you got to put the action to work. Do something that's going to change something within your ideas and your mindset. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. Every single day of my life, I wake up to a new idea and what I need to do with myself. But for me and for you, there are two different paths. Everybody's got to go in a certain direction. But if I truly want to do something with my life, if I truly want to take it to the next level, then I got to put the action out there. A lot of people are not prepared for action. A lot of people just want to sit around. Some people just want to be lazy. You can't be lazy and get action. Lazy is just standing still, being in neutral, not being able to move to the next level and go beyond it. Action is what we're looking for. Going in the direction you need to be. It takes some work, and as always, sacrifices are necessary. What are you prepared to give up? Ask yourself that. What are you prepared to put aside? How valuable is your life? And are you willing to work at it? Are you willing to dig a little bit deeper? Are you willing to bury the things that are not making you strong? The dead doesn't believe in positivity. When you're dead inside, that means there's nothing powerful coming behind it. There's nothing powerful or productive or positive, because you're too busy being dead inside. Life. Speak it. Believe it. Stand on it. Be strong in it. Action. Make sure you're giving 110% of that. Make sure you're standing strong on it. If you want to get something out of your life, ladies and gentlemen, keep moving. Don't give up on you, man. Because there's a lot of people out there that just don't understand the significance of what it means. Go after it right now. Focus on everything you have within your body and your mind. Do it with a full heart. Stop with the excuses. Stop holding on to things that's not going to make you better, that's not going to make you strong. Be the best of yourself. Believe in it. Stand on it. Be strong in it. And put those actions to work. Because everybody's not hungry enough. And if you're not hungry, you're not going to satisfy yourself. And even when you feel that you're satisfied, find something else. You should never be satisfied. You should never be okay. Being okay doesn't mean that that's the right way to go. When things start to get easy, find something else that's going to challenge you. When things start to feel like you can't carry on, find another reason to get out of that situation and find another way to go further. When people are trying to pull you down, get away from them, disconnect yourself, and put the action in and go after what's necessary to make you better. It's about action. Talk is talk. People talk all the time. What are you prepared to do? And how far are you willing to go? Make the most of your life. Be productive. Be powerful. And from the bottom of my heart, continue to conduct your business. You have to understand it has to be a unique mindset. Setting a goal and then going beyond it. Realizing that there's work to be done. Making sure that all of the strings are attached. And make no mistake along the way. Now, it's true that we all make mistakes, and we will have many setbacks, but there's always room for a comeback. You got to go through it to get to it. You got to understand that there are going to be many circumstances that will require your full undivided attention. You got to go through it to get to it. To understand this, you must realize that you must humble yourself, but yet be hungry enough to go after it with everything inside of you. Everything that is required depends on you. Having the mindset that regardless of anything that is around you, that is surrounding you, that is trying to drag you down, you must have the mindset. You must be strong. You must be resilient. You must be driven. And you must be able to take whatever's coming at you. If you stumble, if you fall, have the ability to get up. But you can't depend on just your body to do the work. You must understand that it's the mental fortitude that will get you through it all. So many people don't have this fortitude. They don't have this attitude. They have no faith in themselves. If you as the individual can take the first step, then perhaps many more will follow. Now, you don't have to wait for someone to take the steps for you. You must be willing to do it. There are many people right now that are waiting for someone to direct their path. But you are responsible for your own destiny, for your own mistakes. For this is a reality. And as long as you are living in this world, you must continue to go forward. There is no time to be wasting and waiting for something great to happen, because your greatness is already there. It has always been planted within you. Now watch it grow. Water that seed right now and watch it grow. And as it grows, you shall grow in many opportunities in your life. Take the hurt sometimes. Take the setbacks sometimes. Even take the failures. But you don't have to accept it. You don't have to believe that this is all you are built for. You don't have to believe that this is all you are made for. For every setback, for every failure, for every mistake that you've made, it will turn you around and you will learn from it and you will grow from it. And you will continue down a path that many do not have the ability to do. This is what sets you apart. This is what makes you unique. And this will take you further than you've ever gone in your life. I highly recommend that you take a good look at yourself from the inside out and realize that you are not out of the fight, that you are born to win. Regardless of the circumstances, don't ever give up on you, because you matter. And it is this time for you to realize that the mindset must be put in the right place, because it's only so much time that you have. So don't waste it. Don't waste it on doubt. Don't waste it on negativity. Don't waste it on fear. Put all your effort into being the best individual, the best makeup of who you truly are inside. So keep it moving. Be productive. And from the bottom of my heart, conduct your business.